A good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They run right side with Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Off play action, Fields. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now Fields. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This one from 48 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point.
Bro, this game cheating like fuck.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
First down. Here's Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught by Allen for a Denver touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, Fields. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, It makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Cousins on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Cousins and the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Rakiusin. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and long. It's Fields. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Fields. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Rakiusin. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right. right, Coach. Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and a yard, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll throw again. Cousins. The left side completion to Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He finds his target, Allen. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Now Fields.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the screen pass.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Man open, here is Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins now. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and 10. From his own end zone, Fields gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson, his second sack of the night. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Well, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Cousins to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off play action. Henry. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there for the Patriots. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Henry. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Succa, and that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st down, Rodgers. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. A nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, Henry. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, 48 yards.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Henry. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with his